Hi.
Hello.
Hey there.
So we're here for this segment called
We don't really have a name yet, so
what should we do? Producer's
we'll come up with
Corner.
something. Okay, so I loved the
Oh,
episode.
wait, let's
Oh,
introduce you.
okay,
Do
go
you
for
want to
it.
introduce him?
Yeah, it's producer Tim
Producer
at your
Tim
service.
Rogers.
Hi there.
He's my husband.
Okay, so
Go for it.
okay, the Porta Potty episode. So
Yes.
you both started off talking about coffee, and then there was a comment later about Dana loving coffee, one of her favorite things in the world.
Right.
And I already noticed that Shannon has 2 empty cups of coffee here on the table. So what are we working with so far here, people?
What kind of coffee
As far
do
as
you like?
coffee. No, today.
Oh,
Because you
today.
said, you started the last episode
Krista had
saying...
2 cups
Okay,
already.
okay.
And then she had a panic attack because
Yeah,
of it, right?
but I don't think
yeah.
it was related to the coffee.
Yeah. That,
So I've had 2. No,
Yeah.
1.5. 1.5.
yeah, and you started by saying Shannon was on her second cup of coffee and saying things are going to get crazy. And the episode was great. So maybe go nuts with the coffee.
Okay.
And how do you both take your coffee?
How do you take your coffee?
I have a Keurig, and I add in this oat creamer that it's oatmeal cookie flavored,
Ooh.
and
I've
then
had
I
that.
add in like half a packet of sugar in the raw.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I
Yum.
take mine.
And how many cups are you dealing with today?
I have had. Let me look. A cup and 3/4 of a cup.
Okay. And is this going to be it for the day? Or are you going to keep going?
I'll probably finish the last of this, and then because it is almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Sometimes I'll do 3. Sometimes I do 3 cups, but 2 cups is standard.
Okay. And Shannon, how do you take your coffee?
Well, I like cold brew because it's less acidic. I think it has like 60% less acid. So we get a cold brew at the store, and then I have a full cup, and I use half and half. I don't drink any milk or anything, but I have to have like real half and half in my coffee. And sometimes I get the Chobani. It's not the oat milk one. I get the Chobani flavored ones, and I like the sweet cream one.
Oh, yum.
It's so good. And the vanilla one. I like the hazelnut one too.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. So just go nuts with the coffee for the episodes.
Okay.
I think it's a good thing. All right. And then Shannon talked about breaking and entering to get the magic eye. Either of you ever either break or enter or steal or have somebody come into your house?
Have you ever stolen anything?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
What?
Yeah, no. Okay, so okay, dude, check this out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my freshman year of high school, I had this friend, and we we decided to. Okay, so she wanted to go try on this bathing suit at, I think it was Nordstrom. This was in Portland, Oregon. And so we go into the dressing room, and she decides, like, I'm just gonna like wear the bathing suit underneath my clothes and let's just fucking get out of here. I'm like, yeah. And then we go to Nordstrom Rack, and we are like high off of her succeeding in stealing this bathing suit. So I'm like, fuck it. Let's steal something else. So we just these 2 dumb shirts, right? We go into the dressing room, and then we like put it in our bags. We go to leave the store. We're just about to leave the store when we get stopped by a security guard.
Ooh.
And then because of the price of the bathing suit that she had stolen, on top of like the t-shirts, it like, I don't know, it ended up being like we were in trouble, and like I forgot what the deal was. Like, I mean, the bathing suit was the nicest thing, right? Because that was at Nordstrom and we were at the Rack. Um, but we were, our sentences were, because we were underage, right?
Whoa.
And so you have to do community service.
Oh my God, did you have to pick up garbage?
No, so this is the injustice of it all. It was her fucking idea, right?
Did you rat her out? Did you take a
No,
plea deal?
well, so this is what's funny is like we had to go like speak before like this board or whatever, um and I was like, of course, very like just apologetic. This was a bad idea. Blah 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 blah. Um, and my job was, or that the community service I had to do was work at this like place called Madison Manor. It was like a place where like mentally ill people like live, like a halfway house. And my job would like they were just trying to find shit for me to do. They didn't really need me there, but it was like, here, wash these walls.
Oh man.
And so I'm like in this hallway and I'm like wiping this, so I'm like knowing how useless this is. I'm like wiping the walls down. And then like these two people like come this running out. Well, this one woman comes running out of this dude's room in like her underwear and she's laughing. And it's because she had been in there fooling around with him and she wasn't supposed to be. So like I'm like, I'm like 14, dude. Like I'm like watching this shit happen. And then one of my jobs was to go in the backyard and pick up all the cigarette butts. And then so I finished picking them up and like minutes later everybody goes outside to smoke more cigarettes.
Oh God.
Let me tell you what my friend had to do. She got to work at like this like little kids school program daycare thing and play with children.
Wow.
Wow.
I was like, what do you mean you got to play with kids? I had to fucking work at like basically a mental institution.
The insane asylum.
It turns out that when she spoke to the people, she blamed it all on me
Oh my God.
and said it was peer pressure.
Oh man.
She was a bad influence on you. A folie
Dude.
à Dieu.
She's the same friend that when we like went out clubbing because we were friends, and so we both went to the same college, and she's the one that was with me when we were clubbing and then like had to find our way home from like San Francisco.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
She's the pearl to your sorrow.
Right? I'm like, duh. Let's go
I'll do
play.
it for you, babe.
Yeah.
I once
Yeah,
had to do community service because I flicked a cigarette butt out the window, and it was on the 101 on a really dry day.
Oh shit,
So
dude! Imagine you start a
I know,
wildfire.
so I totally,
Deserved it.
deserved it. But I had to wash about 50 cop cars and trucks and like a giant bus and wax on, wax off that shit. And it was the craziest day of my life. My arms were about to fall off.
Oh,
Oh,
God,
man.
you poor thing.
That was rough. What about you, Shannon?
I've only stolen one thing. I mean, I've stolen stuff from my offices, let's face it, post-it notes, stuff like that.
Sure.
But like, I've only stolen one thing, and I only did it because I was like, everybody else has stolen, and I'm totally afraid of breaking rules. And so I stole this gold eyeshadow from this small like store in my hometown, and it did not feel good to me. So I never did it again.
Good for you.
All right.
Okay.
I was scared straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I will never steal again. What if they send me back to Madison Manor?
Oh, boy. Okay, another quick one. Just curious about the dance clubs in San Francisco. Like,
Yeah.
what music?
Yeah, when we
Yeah,
went to San
I'm
Francisco.
picturing like club music.
Did you go to Cat Club
reggae,
or was it
reggae nights.
like
Oh,
reggae?
so funny enough, when I worked at Mitchell Brothers, there was all kinds of music, but what I always chose to dance to, because each dancer would you would do a 2-song set. And so you would, go by the DJ booth and hand them your music, so you
Oh,
could decide.
Oh no.
he was asking you about when you went clubbing that night and you didn't have a ride
Yeah.
home. But this is
Oh,
more
Yes.
interesting, actually. This is more
no, this
interesting,
is,
right?
but
Yeah,
yeah.
let's go with this.
oh, you said San Francisco, and I thought I immediately went to Mitchell
No,
Brothers.
because
and
you were
all
saying
that.
you and your girlfriend would go out clubbing and dancing when you
Oh,
were
yeah,
18,
well, I'll tell you real
19.
quick. The music then, because it was 91. They played Erasure, New Order, um, and it was all like dance music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Because it was like cloves, cigarettes, and alcohol,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I know that at Palladium they would play more like what did they play? They played more like kind of hip hop stuff.
Hmm.
I think I can't remember, but at this place, I can't. What was it called? It was called X. Um,
I
and yeah,
remember
it
that
was
place.
it was like New Order, Erasure. I want to say also. I think. Remember Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? Good
Yeah.
Yes.
Vibration. They played that song. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that.
They probably
Yeah.
played Everybody Dance
Yes,
Now.
they did. They did. EMF, right?
I
Was that
think so.
EMF?
No idea.
CNC Music
Oh,
Factory,
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that that also what was fucking that one song? Oh, I can't remember. I sing it all the time and now I can't remember it. But yeah, it was all like whatever was playing on uh uh the radio during that period of time.
Okay.
But all dance music, yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so you also discussed the game of what would you do for $1 million in
Yeah.
the last episode. So I thought we could play that game.
Oh.
Okay. So Dana, for $1 million, and really picture having this money in your bank account right now, what you could do with it, be amazing, of course. Would you not ever have any animals as pets for the rest of your life for $1 million?
No.
Like, no time to think about it. No.
I thought you were going to ask me what I would do for that $1 million, and I
No.
was going to say, "Oh, easy. I would let a sheep shit in my mouth." No question. No, just kidding.
Chic shit.
And then, so a follow up to Shannon, for $1 million, would you have to have dogs for the rest of your life? And you couldn't do doggy daycare. You actually would have to spend time with the dogs for the rest of your
Do
life.
they all have separation anxiety or
Yes.
not? Oh,
Just one.
God. Just one?
Perma ginger for the rest of your life.
Oh.
$1 million.
I would keep her, but I'd take the $1 million and I'd make you watch her.
No, you'd have to. That's the deal.
I guess she would just be my full-time companion. And I wouldn't have to work because I would just
That's
invest the $1 million and then we'd be set.
That's true.
Just wear a baby Bjorn and just put her in it.
Totally.
Yep.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Are you going to talk about the poo?
Oh, yeah, I guess we should talk about poo since you brought it up.
I love talking about poo.
Yeah, everybody does.
I picked some up outside, in fact, earlier.
She did.
Great. So yeah, I did a little research because you both weren't sure if eating poo will kill you or not.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah. So started with human poop. Human poop is pretty okay for humans to eat in
Really?
small amounts. Yeah.
In small amounts.
Yeah, small amounts.
Okay.
Because we all eat a little bit. I mean, like molecules.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
No, we don't
It's
eat.
true.
Yeah. Yeah. So humans okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's not gonna kill
Not
you.
a cup of poo. If you had a cup of poo, you would
I don't
like
think
that.
it'll kill you. You can get sick.
Okay.
And then they were talking about that fecal microbiota trans.
Oh, yeah.
You
You
know
can
that?
take a pill of someone's poo.
Yeah.
And it populates your microbiome. Yeah. Healthy poo.
Yeah, that was interesting. Dog poo is a little bit worse than human because it just has pathogens and
Sure.
bugs and stuff. Cat poo a little worse than that.
Poor Gabriel, dude.
I know. Gabriel had to eat cat poo.
Oh
you know.
God, yeah. Oh yeah, you should just do that episode.
Yeah.
Bearded dragon poo, if you eat it, is not so bad.
Hear that, Gennady?
It does have salmonella, though. So,
That's bad, though.
yeah, so you have to wash your hands. And then as we know, rats and mice are probably the worst.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
hantavirus.
exactly.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah. So
This is like
research.
so helpful.
Yeah,
This is good
totally.
information for our listeners.
I liked how you guys talk about your degrees being worthless.
Yeah.
I can join that. My art history degree.
Yeah.
What's the worst? Art history, comparative literature, or
Film studies. I think they're equal.
Yeah.
Actually, Dana's is probably the one that's like the most useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I don't know.
Okay,
Prepare for your career in porn with a degree in comparative literature.
Well, one of my favorite lines from the episode was, "The Old Testament is wild."
It is.
I know. But it made me think you should have a segment like Dana's Wild Old Testament.
Yeah, totally.
And you could tell a story.
Dude, you should bring in the Old Testament whenever it's relevant.
It's what's crazy is you can absolutely, because the Bible is so vast, there's always something that you can apply. Like yeah.
Totally. Like we could call it "Let's Get Biblical."
Let's get biblical.
Biblical. Let me hear your Bible talk.
Jeez. Okay, so, and then one of my other favorite moments in the episode was when Dana juxtaposes sort of working with animals and not caring about how much she makes, and then going towards doing a scene, a hard scene.
Like an anal
Yeah. And that never feeling like enough. I thought that was really cool. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
happens at 52 minutes even, if you want to revisit it.
Yeah, no, that was like a very like poignant kind of like
Yeah.
example of work and money and
It
the
was
trade-offs.
Such a cool moment. Loved it. What else? So I wanted to hear just a little bit more about the wall of sharks. Are we talking like little sharks, giant sharks?
They're like medium-sized. I mean, they look probably like.
I can post a picture too.
Yeah, there's an actual. I took a picture. It was surreal, and then also coming off of having not gotten any sleep because of jet lag, and walking through the Mall of Dubai, and like just suddenly coming upon like an H&M, right? And then right next to the H&M is this huge aquarium, like and it's a wall, and it's just these sharks. And again, it just felt it's just another example of this odd kind of like hubris of man.
Yeah.
You know, you've got an H&M store with like fast fashion that's, people buy it, donate it, throw it out. It's filling up they just these piles of garbage that just that can't be like that's not biodegradable, and we just keep consuming and consuming and consuming and consuming, and then sort of compartmentalize nature.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre and kind of terrifying, and then the juxtaposition too of like these these women in their burqas, and you can't see their faces, and they're walking by, and then you see some girl in hot pants passing by, and it's just this odd convergence of these opposing things. And then you think, of course, wealthy men are paying women to shit in their mouths. Mm-hmm. Like that just seems and that is the next logical step. It's like, what else can we do to just be weird and completely fucked up and out there?
Yeah.
It's cool. You should post that to the Instagram.
I will.
The sharks.
I
Yeah.
showed him the picture.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Or weird, I should say.
All right, one more.
Okay. So in the episode, you both did a lot of kind of voices, which was amazing. I mean, it was like the best voice game.
Our funny voices.
Yeah, your
that we
funny
do.
voices for describing people. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We do little voices.
Yeah. So I thought we could. So you also mentioned that you would join the circus, or you can't join the circus if you wanted a second career. So I thought you both could maybe have a second career doing voiceover acting.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Yeah, we
cartoons
probably
and
That
could.
would
stuff.
be the best job. Like I've imagining just you roll out of bed, you're in your pajamas, you have your cup of coffee, you drive to the studio, you just walk in, put on headphones, and you're just drinking your coffee in your pajamas, just playing a character.
It's
Yeah.
the
Like
best.
how awesome would that be?
My friend who was a therapist actually became a voiceover actor. I got to send you some of these reels that she posted because they're all like I forget what they're called, but they're expressions, and like it's just a reel of her being like oh like
Oh my
making noises.
gosh.
It's hilarious. They sound kind of sexual. It's hilarious. Do you guys want to hear my impression? You know those bugs that were in Sesame Street in Bert and Ernie's windowsill?
Yeah.
I used to be able to do the perfect impression. Let me try it, okay?
Okay.
We will take the family car. The family car. Right? Does that sound
Yeah.
like them?
Yeah, I've
That's
heard it before.
awesome.
Do you both want to play a little game
Okay.
of voices?
Sure.
Because
Right
we
now?
used to. Well, because Shannon was really going to do this, so we used to practice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play him. Okay.
So here's the scene.
Okay. Here's the scene
Okay.
for you, Dana.
Well, you both could be in it if you
Okay,
want.
okay.
So one character is an old grumpy horse, and it's in a cell phone store, and the old grumpy horse needs to buy a cell phone,
Oh God.
and the person working there is a snarky young chihuahua. Do you want to do it
boy.
together or?
Dana, you pick one.
I'll be the grumpy old horse.
Okay. Now, do you want me to feed you the line, or do you want to just come up with your own?
Because we'll be playing off each other, right?
Yeah.
Well, she's
It's
gonna give us lines.
Just
Give me
one
a
line
line,
each.
'cause, yeah, I don't
just
wanna-
one
I don't
line
like-
each.
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So the grumpy old horse says, "Excuse me, young fellow. I would like to purchase a cellular phone."
Okay. Excuse me, young fella. I'd like to buy a cellular phone.
That's
Perfect.
good.
Okay, and then Shannon is the snarky chihuahua worker who says, "Of course, can I offer you this state-of-the-art BlackBerry? $5,000, please."
Oh God! What is that? Wait, how can I offer you this? Remember how we were joking about our friend that uses an Android? Dana?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Of course, but of course. No, that's not a snarky chihuahua. No, I don't know. I can't do this. I'm not doing this.
Dana, you want to do it?
You want to do the chihuahua?
I picture her sounding a little bit like the lumpy space princess from Adventure Time.
Oh, I love Lumpy Space Princess.
But of course, can I offer you this BlackBerry, state of the art? It's like $5,000, cash or charge.
So good.
Amazing.
So good. Oh, I love Lumpy Space Princess. Okay.
I love
all
her
right.
too.
Are we done?
Okay, yeah, one last thing. So you ended the episode by saying that you both needed to, or Dana said you needed to now wash your brain out with
Yeah.
bleach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that does come up in certain episodes at the end where you feel like you need.
Yes. A
Cleanser.
Silkwood shower.
Yes.
And I was just thinking, when that happens, like you've done your job. You know, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
did a good episode, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So,
If you want to gargle bleach,
Yeah.
we've definitely done our
yeah.
work.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
thank you, Producer Tim.
Yeah.
Thanks, producer Tim.
Thanks, everybody, for subscribing.